everybody, how you doing? This is Nan with Farm Cooking with Nan. I'm a little off today. I'm excited about making these cookies. The cookie is called German chocolate. It's a German chocolate cookie, and I adore German chocolate. Just love it. Coconut and chocolate, no better thing than coconut and chocolate to me. I love it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put and I want to make sure I do this right, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And that is just scooped out and put in here, not packed. Just 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we're going to put some baking soda. Let's see how much baking soda we're going to put. We're going to put a teaspoon of baking soda. This is a 1/2 teaspoon measuring here. So I'm going to have to put 2 of them, okay? There's 1, 2. There's a little void in that one. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're going to put 2 cups of hang on a minute because my dogs are getting ready to bark. I hear Jackson going up the road. I think he's went on up now. Ruby loves it whenever he comes. I put 1 cup of white sugar in this and 1 packed cup of brown sugar in the bottom. You see it? Brown sugar, 1 cup. White sugar, 1 cup. Okay. Let's whisk this together a little bit. You know, I got to thinking about hearing Jackson coming with the rumbling of that truck, and I didn't even, because I needed to beat my sugar with my butter, and I sure didn't do that, did I? So I'm just going to scoop that to the side and move on, okay? I'm going to scoop this right over there, and I'm going to take 2 sticks of butter, and I pop them. You can see them melted and running a little bit. Soften them in the microwave on about 25 seconds. Here my oven. My oven is just heated to 375. Sometimes I just can't hardly use my hands or my noggin, either one. Do y'all ever get like that? I sure do. Let me put those right on there and get my little cloth and wipe my hands. Okay, I'm going to put my butter and I'm going to put my eggs in here. And I need 2 large eggs, but these are farm eggs and they're smaller. So there's 1. I'm going to put 3 instead of 2 because of these eggs being smaller, you see. So if you're doing it, all you have to do is 2 large eggs. And mine are a little bit runny because I got them right out of the refrigerator and put them in some warm water, because that warm water warms up the egg where I did not have it time to do a room temperature egg. Okay, so we've got our butter, and we have our eggs. And now we're going to put 2 teaspoons. One, that's a little bit more than 1. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then I'm going to mix that really good. And then we're going to add it into our dry ingredients. Okay? And see, I should have. This is the second time I've done this lately. I don't know. I get my mind on something else. But I usually beat my butter into my sugar. It'll be all right. This is the only mistake I ever make. We'll live through this one. Now, set that up there. And I need to make sure I've got everything before I start this, okay? 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of light brown sugar, 1 cup of granulated white sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 large eggs, and I used 3 smaller ones, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. That's what I thought. Something's missing. It's sitting right here in front of me. This is a 1/2 cup of Hershey's. Well, it doesn't have to be Hershey's, but Baker's Cocoa. Let me grab something real quick. Get every little bit out of there. Okay. Now, we're going to whisk this again. We're going to whisk this again to get that cocoa all mixed up in there. And I'm going to get my cocoa off of my clean butcher's block. Look how much I had there. Now, I'm going to start mixing a little bit of this into the my wet ingredients. Just enough to get it moist. I'll tell you, this is going to be a thick batter. I might even have to just mix it by hand because I think this might be too much for my little mixer. I've had a lot of people ask about that mixer. It's a good one, but it just doesn't have the power that a mixer with a cord would have, okay? Let's see if it'll even start. Well, it's a little stronger than what I said, wasn't it? Some of that butter. Okay, let's go to the next step. Okay, I spooned them on to a parchment paper, just about a heaping tablespoon on each one. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in a 375 degree oven for about 11 or 12 minutes. Let's see. 31 to 32 is whenever that comes out. Y'all keep up with that for me, okay? And so, here we go. It said that you could put 12 on a cookie sheet, but I don't know about that. That's why I made them just a little bit farther apart, because you don't want to, well, it doesn't matter if your cookies run together, they run together, but so we're going to leave that in there. And I'm going to get all these ready and we'll be back, okay? Okay. We had 38 cookies from the part 1 video. 38 cookies. And I'm going to tell you, and we had 39 because I ate one. And look how big these cookies are. They're not little cookies. So I've gotten my icing made. Y'all were with me when we're making the icing. And I let it cool. It's still warm, but I let it cool quite a bit. So we want to have enough to go on each cookie, don't we? So we're going to put, I've got a teaspoon here, because this is a lot of cookies. So I'm just going to put a teaspoon on each one, and then if I have some extra, I'll go back on the great big cookies, because some are bigger than others. If you want to, scoop yours out with a scooper, listen, I'm just a country woman. Every once in a while, if I was making them for a special occasion, I would do that. I would definitely, just scoop out and make my cookies all one size. Whew, this thing's getting heavy. My hands don't do too good anyway. So I just spread out some parchment paper on my butcher's block piece here. Makes it easier to spread. See, this cookie's a little bigger. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me make sure. My wrist. I'd never make it at a bakery. Now, my younger days, honey, I wouldn't have thought a thing about it. But as I get older, things just don't work. They say they call them the golden years. I had somebody say to me one time, they call them the rusty years, because there ain't nothing golden about it. Things just get to where they don't work like they ought to. I'll just put it to you that way. I'm blessed. I'm too blessed to be depressed. You ever heard that old saying? Too blessed to be depressed. Now, I've got some right here that y'all can't see. So I'm going to go ahead and icing them and be right back.